friends, welcome to Storytime with Frozendoll. Today we are reading the book Pete the Cat's Groovy Imagination by Kimberly and James. In this book we meet our friend Pete, who is imagining a lot of things. All his imaginations seem to be very groovy. Let's read together and find out what Pete is up to. Pete the cat was happy. Today would be so much fun. Chilling out, catching vibes, sand, surfing, and lots of sun. So there we see Pete the cat chilling out. But when Pete looked outside, he got down in the dumps, sad. And why is Pete sad? Dark clouds and pouring rain could make this good day turn bad. So Pete sees that it is raining outside. And does the day become bad for him? Let's find out. Pete didn't complain. So there is Pete and he's not complaining. So what is he doing? He did not feel blue. Pete knew he could find something fun to do. So there is our Pete thinking about what would be fun to do on a rainy day. Pete drew a cool picture. So he has drawn a beach, and that's a really cool picture there. Pete strummed a little tune. There is Pete with his red guitar, and he is trying to tune some cool music out there. Until he saw something too good to be true. And there is Pete. He just spotted something which was really cool and he starts to think. Let's find out what he spotted. Look at that. Pete found a big box. He looked it up and down. He turned it side to side and he spun it all around. Now there is Pete looking inside the box. The box was brown and it was strong. The box was wide and tall. Maybe this wasn't just any box after all. So what kind of box is that? This box rocks. The box was big and it was groovy. The box could be something new. Suddenly, Pete's imagination grew and grew and grew. What is Pete up to? And what is he making out of the box? Wow, look at that. Maybe it was more than a box. Maybe it was more than it seemed. Pete closed his eyes and had an out of this world dream. Look at that. Pete is dreaming. It was more than a box. It was a groovy rocket ship. Pete saw the moon on his outer space trip. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! There goes Pete in his rocket ship. Zzz. And what happens? Pete was heading home. He landed splash into the sea. Pete had to think fast. Now, what could this box be? The box was big and it was groovy. The box could be something new. Suddenly, Pete's imagination grew and grew and grew. Now back home, Pete has to think about making the box into something new. And what is that? So he's painting it all yellow. The box was now a yellow submarine. There goes Pete's yellow submarine. Pete dived way down into the sea. Pete wore his goggles to see the underwater scene. So Pete is having some fun watching all the underwater creatures. The submarine crashed when it reached the land. Now the box was lying sideways in the sand. But what's a cat to do with a box that couldn't stand? Oh no, now what's Pete going to do with that box? The box was big and it was groovy. The box could be something new. Suddenly, Pete's imagination grew and grew and grew. So Pete is there again trying to imagine what can the groovy box be. And pretty soon, the box was not just a box lying on its side. So Pete is painting it all blue and orange. And what was it turning into? It was a cool cat race car revving for a fast ride. Look at that. Pete has turned the box into a race car. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Pete won the race just like that. Ooh. Then, splat! The race car went flat. Oh no. Now what good is a box that looks like a mat? There goes the race car. It is all flat and looks like a mat. The box was big and it was groovy. The box could be something new. Suddenly, Pete's imagination grew and grew and grew. Now, what is Pete up to next? He is imagining and he's going to make the box into something new. Even though a flat box was not in the plan, Pete imagined it was a stage for his jamming rock band. Look at that! Pete has made the box into a flat stage for his rock band. And did he name his band as Groovy? Wow, that is really cool, right? Sometimes our plans just don't go right. But it doesn't mean that the day can't be out of sight. If you use your imagination, you will see just how groovy your day can be. So Pete has used all his imagination and he has been having a fabulous day. When you want to dream of something new, thinking outside the box is the grooviest thing to do, right? So when you want to do something really different, just think outside the box. Imagine, and then you would get all the grooviest things that you could actually do and have lots of fun. That was the end of a very beautiful story. Through this story, Pete has taught us that no day is bad or boring. We just have to think, imagine, and try to do things out of the box. That would give us a really funny, interesting, and a fabulous day. I hope you all enjoyed reading the story. That was Frozendoll reading Pete the Cat's Groovy Imagination. See you all soon again.